Shalom and good day all, this is Tahion29 back again for some DC reviews, and in these DC reviews I'll be covering Batman issue 4 by Matt Fraction and also DC KnightFight, or DCKO KnightFight issue 2 of 4. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So, moving into first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence, it sort of does, to which I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. So, as we have a look at the story around the beginning, we are watching a person who is known as the character of Minotaur. We do not know his identity yet, but we get to see some of the people that he is working with, one of them being the Penguin, which I actually should have recorded down, but I didn't. As we start to approach the middle of the story, we have Batman chasing after Lonnie, who is also known as Anarchy. And last but not least, towards the end, to which he moves on to the next thing. So for the internal art, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating. I do want to point out that this story did actually bring up a comic book reference. So in relation to the story rating, yes, we did get a comic book reference, to which we were related to go back to basically the issue 1, to see where this is going. Next is in relation to the area of times, which we had 6 minutes later. Moving into the area of the locations, we had Gotham, or Gotham City. We had the bank. We also had of course, the harbour, Alleytown, Little Tokyo, and a couple of other places which I have written terribly. And of course, the Gotham Harbour. Next is the cast of characters consisting of Bruce Wayne Batman, Dr. Zeller, Lonnie, who is Anarchy, and also the person known as Minotaur. My overall rating for this issue is a 6 out of 10. Now it's time to move into DC KnightFight issue 2. So as we move into KnightFight issue 2, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It sort of does, to which I give it a 6 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we get to follow Batman up against Batman. Now, these are two different Batmen. One is, of course, Bruce Wayne Batman in this particular world, but I'm afraid to say Joshua Williamson has failed to acknowledge what world this is taking place in, especially in this issue, and also where it's sort of going to. And this is one thing I've sort of noticed, and it's sort of showing that maybe he ain't the best Bat family writer. Of course, we do get to see of course Dick Grayson against Bruce Wayne, until of course Bruce Wayne begins to go up against Red Hood. For the internal art, I give it a 6 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. First things first, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't, because Joshua Williamson is too bloody useless at this. Next is the location. Too bloody useless at this again, and fails to put it in. Next is the cast of characters. Of course, there's Bruce Wayne Batman, Dick Grayson Batman, and we also have Jason Todd Red Hood, as well as Clayface making an appearance that will be seen in the next issue. For my overall rating, it is a 6 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.